Financial success isn't just about making more money. It's about breaking through the invisible barriers holding you back. Most people are sabotaging their wealth without even realizing it. In this video, we're exposing the hidden obstacles that keep destroying your financial potential even when you're doing everything else right. These aren't just minor setbacks. They're wealth killers that will keep you trapped in the middle class forever if you don't address them. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're ready to stop self-sabotaging your financial future. Let's get into it. 1. The entertainment over education trap. The average American spends about 3,000 hours a year on entertainment, but less than 10 hours learning about money. This imbalance can cost a typical household over $350,000 in lifetime wealth. What's even worse is that we've normalized this pattern. While everyone seems to find time for 5 hours of Netflix weekly, it's often said that nobody has time for a 20-minute financial podcast each day. This addiction to entertainment isn't just costly. It also programs you with consumerist values that make wealth building harder. Constantly consuming entertainment encourages spending rather than saving, leaving little room for the habits and knowledge that can lead to financial success. If we were to shift even a small portion of that entertainment time toward learning about money, the long-term benefits could be life-changing. By prioritizing financial education, you set yourself up to break free from this cycle, making more informed decisions and building wealth for the future. 2. Emotional spending triggers. Emotions drive a significant portion of our spending decisions, often without us even realizing it. These emotional triggers are carefully exploited by marketers who know exactly how to push our buttons. Whether it's through the feeling of missing out, social pressures to keep up, or the temporary comfort of buying something when we're stressed. These strategies are designed to bypass logical thinking and go straight to the heart of our impulses. As a result, we end up making purchases that feel good in the moment, but don't align with our long-term financial goals. If you're not aware of your personal spending triggers, like stress, boredom, or the desire to fit in, you'll continue to make impulse buys that drain your finances. Even if your income increases, without changing your mindset and habits, you'll remain stuck in a cycle of unnecessary spending. By actively identifying and addressing these emotional triggers, you can break free from the cycle of retail manipulation. This means you can take control over your finances, resist the urge for impulse purchases, and make decisions that align with your values and financial goals. Learning to manage emotional spending is crucial to building lasting wealth and financial stability. 3. The comparison mindset. Social media has weaponized comparison against your financial well-being. The average person is now exposed to 5,000+ displays of aspirational lifestyles daily, creating a distorted perception of normal spending. This constant comparison triggers status anxiety that drives unnecessary purchases and lifestyle inflation. Research shows that people who check social media multiple times daily spend 58% more on non-essential items than those who limit their exposure. Your financial freedom is being sacrificed on the altar of keeping up with people who are often financing their own lifestyles with debt. 4. Misunderstanding assets and liabilities. Most people can't accurately identify what truly builds wealth versus what drains it. They label depreciating purchases as investments while ignoring actual wealth-building opportunities. The classic example: calling your primary residence your biggest investment while having zero income-producing assets. This fundamental misunderstanding leads to allocating resources toward things that look like wealth rather than things that create wealth. Until you rewire your understanding of what actually constitutes an asset, something that puts money in your pocket, financial progress will remain elusive. 5. Financial avoidance behaviors. Financial avoidance is the silent wealth killer impacting 78% of Americans. This manifests as checking accounts less than monthly, ignoring investment statements, or using shopping as a distraction from money concerns. The psychological comfort of not knowing your true financial situation creates a devastating compound effect over time. On average, financial avoiders miss 31% of available tax advantages and fail to detect 89% of unnecessary fees draining their accounts. The temporary relief of avoidance creates permanent damage to your wealth potential. 6. The passive income myth. The passive income industrial complex has created dangerous misconceptions about building wealth. Countless people waste years chasing completely passive income streams that rarely materialize instead of building semi-passive systems that actually work. Real wealth rarely comes from zero-effort income. It comes from strategically investing time up front to create increasingly efficient cash flow systems. The misguided pursuit of perfectly passive income has become one of the greatest obstacles to creating actual financial freedom. 7. Outdated financial beliefs. Your relationship with money was largely programmed before age 7 through observing your family's financial behaviors and absorbing their money beliefs. These subconscious patterns control your financial decisions decades later, even when they directly contradict your conscious goals. Common inherited beliefs like money changes people or wealthy people are greedy create self-sabotage loops where you unconsciously avoid the very success you claim to want. Until you identify and reprogram these limiting beliefs, your financial thermostat will keep resetting to what feels normal based on your programming. 8. Using debt as a lifestyle tool. The normalization of consumer debt has created devastating consequences for wealth-building potential. The average household carries $7,951 in high-interest debt, paying $1,634 annually in interest alone. Money that simply disappears instead of building wealth. Yet many see credit as a lifestyle tool rather than the emergency resource it should be. Using financing for depreciating purchases like electronics, furniture, or even vacations has become so common that many don't recognize this behavior as the financial self-sabotage it truly is. 9. Optimizing for income instead of wealth. One of the most dangerous financial mistakes is confusing high income with wealth building. Many six-figure earners have negative net worths because they optimize income metrics while ignoring wealth metrics. True financial success isn't measured by what you earn. It's measured by your ownership of income-producing assets and your passive cash flow relative to your expenses. Until you shift focus from earning more to keeping and deploying more strategically, increased income will only create increased consumption rather than actual wealth. 10. Financial isolation. Perhaps the most overlooked wealth killer is attempting to build financial success in isolation. The self-made myth has convinced many that seeking guidance reflects weakness rather than wisdom. In reality, financial success is nearly impossible without mentorship, accountability, and community. Studies consistently show that people who participate in financial accountability groups are 4.2 times more likely to achieve their goals than those who pursue them alone. Your financial journey requires allies, mentors, and occasionally professional guidance to navigate obstacles you can't even see from your current perspective. Addressing these hidden wealth killers isn't comfortable. It requires honest self-assessment and sometimes painful change. But continuing to ignore them guarantees that you'll keep working harder while wondering why financial freedom remains perpetually out of reach. Financial success isn't mysterious or complicated. It simply requires removing the obstacles most people never identify. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.